Basic Concepts in Geometry Part 5. Basic Geometry Terms. I will post practice set 1.2 in my next video. Hello students. Before starting with the practice set 1.2, let us discuss about some geometric terms. First term, point. A point is an exact location in a space or a flat surface. A point is also we use to give the location in a map, if you remember. Second, line. A line is a collection of points that continues forever in both the direction. Means a line is a set of different points which we can extend in both the directions. Third, segment. A line segment is the part of line with two endpoints. Means which we can't extend to both the sides. It is restricted. It is a particular segment. Fourth, ray. A ray starts from one point and extends in one direction forever. Means we can extend the line in both the direction and ray in only one direction. Fifth point, angle. An angle is formed when two rays share an endpoints. Means when both the rays intersects at a point is form an angle. Sixth, intersecting lines. Intersecting are lines that passes through the same point. Means the two lines when they intersect through each other, they form the point of intersection. Seventh point, perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines are lines that intersects at right angle. Means when the two perpendicular lines intersects to each other, definitely and obviously they form an angle of 90 degree. The last point is parallel lines are lines that never intersects to each other. For example, a railway track. Now our next point is congruent segments. Congruent segments is if the length of two segments is equal, then the two segments are congruent to each other. You can see in the figure, segment AB is of 6 cm and segment CD is also of 6 cm. Means both the segments are of equal measures, so hence they are congruent to each other. And how we can write? See the congruent symbols. Segment AB is congruent to segment CD. Next point is properties of congruent segments. There are three properties of congruent segments. First is reflexivity. Segment AB is congruent to segment AB. Means every segment is congruent to itself in reflexivity. Second, symmetry. If segment AB is congruent to segment CD and then segment CD is also congruent to segment AB, means they both are congruent to each other. Third property is transitivity. If AB is congruent to segment CD and segment CD is congruent to segment EF, means one is congruent to second one is congruent to third one, then third one is also congruent to first one. Means they all the three are congruent to each other. इसको समझने के लिए आप क्या करो, जैसे 3 रोज है तो फर्स्ट रो सेकेंड के कॉन्ग्रुएंट है, राइट. सेकेंड थर्ड के कॉन्ग्रुएंट है तो थर्ड किसके कॉन्ग्रुएंट हो जाएगी? फर्स्ट के. नेक्स्ट इज मिड पॉइंट ऑफ अ सेगमेंट. मिड पॉइंट ऑफ अ सेगमेंट, सी इफ AMB and AM is congruent to MB, then M is called the midpoint of segment AB. Means M is the midpoint of the segment AB. See the figure, children. M is the midpoint of the segment AB. AB is given 5 units. The measure of segment AB is of 5 units. And M is the midpoint. Means it divides the segment into two equal parts. So M equals to half of AB. Means 2.5. तो MB भी कितना होगा? 2.5. Next is comparison of segments. Comparison of segments is very easy. See, if one person is a tall person and another one is a smaller person, right? So you can easily compare, na? Same it is. If one of the line segment is bigger and another line segment is smaller, so you can compare out of the two segments which one is the bigger one. See, segment AB and segment CD. The two segments are given to you. They both depend upon their length, their measurements. Right? AB is of suppose 2 units, CD is of 4 units. So which one is bigger? CD is bigger than AB. Thank you.